I believe the Houston Texans are going to go 8-8 this year in 2020. So number one, they have a special quarterback, Deshaun Watson. I love him. He's great. I think he is the featured franchise player pretty obviously in Houston. There are a couple interesting offensive pieces on the Texans. They have running back David Johnson, who's very solid. I think it's laughable that they traded him for DeAndre Hopkins. That's kind of crazy to me. But let's not let it get lost in that narrative. David Johnson's a good running back. He can run well. He catches really well out of the backfield. He's still a good player. Like, don't get me wrong. He can play. He just never should have been in the conversation for a trade with DeAndre Hopkins, if that makes sense. I feel bad almost for the way he was introduced to this fan base because he's never going to live up to the impact DeAndre Hopkins had. But David Johnson's still a good player. So is running back Duke Johnson, the backup running back. Will Fuller is their best receiver. They also added receiver Randall Cobb and receiver Brandon Cooks. They traded for Brandon Cooks. A lot of people are very skeptical of Randall Cobb and Brandon Cooks. Randall Cobb is 31, Brandon Cooks is 26, but he's been on the decline a little bit. I want to say this, though. With a quarterback like Deshaun Watson, they're going to be okay. Deshaun Watson is going to elevate Brandon Cooks and elevate Randall Cobb. And I think in the end, they're going to be an interesting receiving pair for them paired with Will Fuller. It's going to be better than people realize. Everyone's really, really down on the Texans. They're not all bad. Here's where things start to get bad. First of all, I like that they have 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt, but he's got to stay healthy. He's good, got to be healthy. They have Whitney Mercilus is their standout linebacker, but man, the secondary for the Texans is a revolving door. I have very, very little faith in the Texans secondary, their ability to defend passes. They need help from a pass rush, and unfortunately, the Texans defensive line got worse. They lost DJ Reader to the Bengals. And so the Texans defense, I hate to say it, they're just not better than they were last year. They got worse. They have Laramie Tunsil, the left tackle. He stands out on the offensive line. But really, to me, unfortunately, the Texans are going to rely almost completely on their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, this year. And that's, I love him. I love Deshaun Watson. He's going to try to be Superman. But I don't know that that's a realistic task. I mean, I don't think that's healthy. I don't think your quarterback should have to try to be Superman all the time in order for you to win. The team around Deshaun Watson isn't that great, and that's why Houston is going to go 8-8, in my opinion.